Good afternoon, everyone. February 18th, 4:14. This is Matt. Thought I'd discuss what's going on right now and what might be coming up for tomorrow morning and what might be coming up for the Thursday, Friday time period. First off, let me wish my son Eric a very happy birthday. He turns the big 10 today, so I've been with him all day, and my daughters Katie and Ashley fixed a very nice cake for him. It was great. My poor wife, wishing Anna, my wife, all the best. She's down with severe bronchitis, so I'm kind of taking over the kid duty today, but I did find time to make a quick video for you guys. So, with that, let's get started. Well, today we actually got up to 60. Was the last report I saw from the National Weather Service in Indy. That's pretty warm, folks. It was not probably to get that high, but this is what happens this time of the year when you get a little bit of sunshine and a nice southerly flow like what's going on right here. We got southerly flow coming straight up from the Gulf right now. It's something we call warm air advection, WAA. You'll see me say that quite a bit come springtime. Come springtime with the storms. Especially it's really used when we have winter storms, and I'll use that as we get into the Thursday and Friday system. But here's the cloud cover. Here was all of our sunshine today. Well, that's going bye-bye. This is all scooting off. Cloud cover's moving in. The clouds are here. The sunshine is now gone. So we may see peaks of it here on out before it gets dark, but it's gone, folks. And right behind here, we've got some big changes coming. So, um, surface observations. Let's go to. There's our radar. We've got some rain moving in right along this front. This is prefrontal rain right here. I don't know why it does that. I apologize. This is prefrontal rain right here. We got 58 right here. We've got 34 back here. So yes, there is a front in here somewhere. Front's right here. The actual front. So ahead of it, we've got warm, juicy air moving up. Behind it, we've got, as you can see, 35, 32, 36 over here in Nebraska. So this is the precip we have coming. Half an inch of rain maybe tonight. Doesn't look very. I mean, right? It's going to blow up. We've got some decent lift going on. Something we need to get precipitation blowing up. So we will see how much falls tonight. But behind this front, and I'm going to show you on the models, we're going to change over to snow tomorrow morning. Now I'm not quite confident how much. We may see an inch or two. To be all honest, it just depends on how much moisture is going to be with this front as it moves through. Backside moisture is usually never very. It's usually never very significant because all the lift and best forcing move along with the front, and I don't know why it's doing that. It'll come back on here in a second. I'm losing my radar. There it goes. So that's the gist of tonight. Very windy, very very windy right now. Let's look at the pressures, and this is why. See these. Here's our low pressure right here. Here's our isobars lines. The closer these are together, this is the easiest way to explain it. The closer these are together, the windier it is. These are lines of equal pressure that are actually going higher as you get out. So the easiest way to explain this, the closer these isobaric lines are together, the windier it is. And you can see how close they're tightly packed in here. And it always, subsides around the low. So this is why we've got so much wind today. I mean, we got wind advisories in southern Indiana. We should have had one up here, in my opinion, but we didn't. But it's windy. So with that, let me go to the good old GFS. Here's what we've got going on right now. As you can see right here, look at this warm air. Look at this ridge pumping up from the southeast. It's really flowing hard. Trough and it's building behind this front. This is usually what happens. We're on the eastern side of this low pressure, and that's what happens. Now up here in the UP of Michigan, they're going to get some snow. So let's go forward here. Here's our rain coming. You can see it starting to blow up tonight. Here comes our front right here. See the 540 freezing line? It's advecting forward. We're still on the warm side, though. This will be for late tonight. And tomorrow, look on the backside. See how it kind of turns over? Now they're getting a good snowstorm up here on the northwest side of the low. But see how this colder air is pushing in behind? This is where we could see a changeover tomorrow. We're going to have to see how much we have to work with. As like I said earlier, usually post-frontal precip is not very impressive. But it really could throw down a coating to maybe an inch to maybe very, very isolated 2 inches. I wouldn't expect to see much at all behind this, but I will watch it as always. So not much to really talk about this system, but let's go ahead to the system I've been adamant about on Thursday and Friday. Okay, Let's watch. Do you see this high right here? Okay. Here's Greenland up here. Okay, this is what we like to see actually in wintertime, but usually we like to see a big high pressure start establishing itself right here, which is what we call the Greenland block. Well, right now it's kind of established to the west. So we've got a western-based Greenland block going on right now. Okay, this is why our NAO, or North Atlantic Oscillation Index, is diving into the negative category. But the teleconnections, which I still haven't went over, I understand you guys don't understand. We have three: the Arctic Oscillation, which needs to be negative. It's going negative. We have the PNA, the Pacific, which has to do with out here, which is troughiness out here, which is going positive, which is what we need. And then we have the NAO, which is going negative, which is what we need. Those three usually are our winter storm indicators, but it's just not coming together right. And I'll show you what's going on here. It's just not happening. And this storm, I never liked this storm from the start. I'm not going to sit here and pat myself on my back. That's not what I do. I never ever liked this storm coming up Thursday from the start, because I'll show you why. Here we go into Thursday. Okay, now let's stop right here. We got a storm trying to form right here. At least the GFS is showing one right here. Okay, we got heavy snow going on up here in Nebraska. This is going to be a big snow for Nebraska. But as you can see, look at this warmer air trying to come up. Now, where we have the problems is these types of systems usually try to shoot colder air out underneath this warmer air, like this. Let me go forward a couple frames to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, see, now we're right here in the middle. Okay, the preset, this system is really having a tough time according to the GFS. This is the 12Z run as well. It's getting partially sampled. It'll probably be fully sampled tomorrow. And by sampling, I mean once the energy from this storm comes on shore, they actually send weather balloons up and get a full sample of the system, and it helps them determine which way the system's actually going to go. But we will get a better idea tomorrow of where it's going to go. But I'm just telling you guys right now, this is not going to be a major snowstorm for us. I didn't think it was going to be a week ago, and I'm not thinking it's going to be now. But we could have some ice issues right in here. See this area right here? This is an area where out ahead of the front, we have colder air undercutting warmer air in the upper levels of the atmosphere. There's different layers in the atmosphere, and that's what we've got to watch for icing problems, sleet problems, or possibly even rain. It could be a little bit of snow too. We just don't know as I go forward here. And this storm just really, really struggles. Look at this thing just poof. We're still, there's really no storm here. Before we had a nice decent low cutting up through here, or even cutting up through here. This run just completely loses everything. I mean, this storm is a mess. I mean, before it was trying to occlude, which is a whole other term you guys don't understand. An occluding storm is a storm that actually separates off the main jet stream and sits here and spins. It was trying to sit up here and occlude, but I'm not sure what it's even trying to do now. The main thing you need to remember, this is not going to be a major snowstorm for us. I don't even know if it's going to be a minor snowstorm. And I swore myself I wasn't going to do this, but some of these other people out there that are saying we're going to be way above normal snowfall in February. Well, there's going to be some people eating crow here, folks. It's not happening. Okay, the pattern's not going the way that some of these other folks thought. And here's a perfect example here. You can never underestimate what we call warm air advection, which originates right down here in the good old Gulf. Look at this red. Remember, the 546 is generally our freezing lines right here. The 540. The 546 is generally above freezing. What we like to look at on these maps. Look at this warmer air being pumped up. Okay, this is what happened today. Warm air advection. This is what's happening to the system Thursday and Friday. My first call for the system Thursday and Friday. Let's get it out there. Preset moves in Thursday night. Could be a mix of everything. Snow, sleet, freezing rain. But I just don't think it's going to amount to much. Snow-wise, I'd be stunned if we saw over 2 inches. Really. I just don't think it's going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen a week ago, and I don't think it's going to happen now. The surface low is just on the wrong side of the tracks for us. It's over here. It would need to come down through here and drag this colder air down, and it's not doing that. It's actually coming out of the Rockies right here and cutting up right through there. That is not a track indicative for heavy snow for us. And it's just not going to happen. Now, if it happens, it'll be the world's biggest flip-flop I've ever seen. So, if it happens, I'll come back on and do what I do. I'm a very humble guy. I never ever ask for praise. I don't want it. I just want to try to get this right. Okay? But just trust me when I say this. This is not going to be a big deal Thursday and Friday. Now, if I see the icing situation pick up, I will get back on here and let you know. But I don't. I just don't see it. We might see some winter weather advisories, maybe some freezing rain advisories. By no regards do I expect ice storm warnings to go up. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. So, with that, if you have any questions, just let me know on my site, on my page. I thought I'd throw this up to you real quick. All in all, Thursday and Friday system does not look very good to me. Now, I will go forward. The next week is kind of grabbing my attention a little bit. And I haven't seen this run, but let's see if we still have Tuesday's system on. Okay. Here we go out in the GFS Fantasy. And that system right there kind of intrigues me, and that's for next week. We may have to watch this one right here. Okay, this would be for next Tuesday to next Thursday. I would buy this system a lot more than what I buy the Thursday and Friday system for the simple fact that the teleconnections during this time all support a storm right here like this. So, will it be winter storm? Will it be a rainstorm? I don't know yet. And anybody that tells you, this doesn't. But I can tell you this right now, folks. February is going to fall below normal on the snowfall. I don't see any way we make up 6 inches of snow by the time February ends. Now, if this storm were to happen to speed up, maybe. This is probably come through on the 28th when there's only 28 days in February. So we'll see what March holds. I'm not going to go out much further than there. So until next time, I will chat with you all later. Thanks for hanging with me, and let me know if you need anything else.